The Portuguese maestro, the beating heart of Old Trafford, has sent shockwaves through the football world with whispers of a potential move to Saudi Arabia. Al-Ittihad, armed with the limitless ambition of the Saudi Pro League, have tabled a staggering $33 million per year contract to lure United's captain, according to The Sun. This isn't the first time Fernandes has been courted by Middle Eastern riches. Al-Hilal's $100 million offer during the Club World Cup and Al-Nassr's recent approach were both rebuffed. But with talks now described as positive, the 30-year-old's resolve is being tested like never before. Fernandes has been candid, admitting he'd consider a move if United deem it time to cash in, a stance that reflects both his loyalty and the harsh realities of football economics. For United, the dilemma is excruciating. Fernandes remains their talisman, a player who delivered 19 goals and 19 assists in a dismal 2024-25 season, single-handedly keeping them from relegation. Yet, with a contract until 2027 and a rebuild under Ruben Amorim in full swing, the $100 or million-plus fee Al-Ittihad could offer is a tantalizing prospect. Replacing him this late in the window is near impossible, but the allure of funding a new era at Old Trafford is hard to ignore. As Fernandes weighs his European legacy against a Saudi fortune, the football world holds its breath, knowing his decision could redefine United's future. Across Manchester, another drama unfolds at the Al-Ittihad, where Pep Guardiola's meticulous empire faces a defensive conundrum. Crystal Palace's Marc Guéhi, the 25-year-old England international, has emerged as the prize in a tug-of-war that could tilt the Premier League's balance of power. Liverpool, who've chased Guéhi since May, thought they had the inside track, their need for a commanding center-back amplified by Virgil van Dijk's advancing years. But Manchester City, ever the predators, have crashed the party. The Daily Star reports that Guardiola is ready to pounce if City can offload Nathan Ake to Everton or Manuel Akanji to Galatasaray, freeing up space and funds for a $35 million. Swoop Guéhi, with his contract expiring next summer and no intention of renewing, is a ticking time bomb for Palace. The Eagles would rather keep their captain, but the risk of losing him for free in 2026 forces their hand. For City, Guéhi's speed, composure, and youth make him a perfect fit for Guardiola's possession-based system. For Liverpool, losing him to their rivals would be a gut punch, especially after months of pursuit. The Daily Star's exclusive smells of posturing, perhaps a ploy to pressure Liverpool into raising their bid, but City's interest is real. As the deadline nears, this transfer battle is a classic English showdown. Two giants, one prize, and no room for error. At Old Trafford, another chapter of uncertainty is being written, this time in goal. Andre Onana, the Cameroonian keeper who arrived with such promise, has become a symbol of United's struggles. His errors have cost points, eroded fan confidence, and left Amorim questioning his reliability. With United open to offers around $30 million, Inter Milan have emerged as frontrunners to bring Onana back to the San Siro, where he once shone. A return to Italy could be the reset he needs, but United's goalkeeping situation is a mess. Altay Bayınder's costly mistake against Arsenal exposed his limitations, and with no clear number one, the club is racing to secure Antwerp's Senna. Lamens for $22 million, personal terms already agreed. Lamens, a promising but untested talent, is a gamble, and his arrival could signal a loan exit for Onana rather than a permanent sale. With interest from across Europe and even the Middle East, Onana's days in Manchester seem numbered. United's challenge is clear. Find a keeper who can deliver stability, or risk another season of chaos between the posts. In North London, Tottenham are swinging for the fences in their quest for attacking flair. Savinho, the 21-year-old Brazilian winger who's dazzled at Manchester City, is their top target, with Ben Jacobs reporting Spurs' readiness to offer over $70 million. But City, fiercely protective of their rising star, value him above $80 million and see him as a cornerstone of their future. Pep Guardiola's scouts view Savinho as untouchable. His blistering pace and ability to dismantle defenses a perfect fit for their system. For Spurs, the pursuit is a reaction to a stinging summer blow. Arsenal's last-gasp hijack of Eberechi Uz left Thomas Frank's side desperate for a game-changer. Savinho's one-on-one brilliance and creative spark align perfectly with Spurs' Champions League ambitions. But City's refusal to budge has created a stalemate. With the window slamming shut, Frank faces a brutal reality. No Savinho. No Plan B and a squad still craving the X-Factor ease would have brought. This isn't just a transfer, it's a test of Tottenham's resolve against City's iron will. Across the channel, Joshua Zirkzee's Manchester United nightmare is pushing him toward a crossroads. The Dutch striker, once a bright spark at Bologna, has been frozen out by Amorim, failing to see a single minute in United's opening 2 Premier League games. With Benjamin Šeško and Matheus Cunha now ahead of him, Zirkzee's 49 appearances and 7 goals last season feel like a distant memory. PSV, his former club, are plotting a loan move to make him their starting number 9, offering the guaranteed minutes he craves for a 2026 World Cup push. But Napoli have entered the fray, with Antonio Conte personally championing Zirkzee as a replacement for the injured Romelu Lukaku. His Serie A pedigree and versatility make him a natural fit for Conte's high-intensity system. For United, a loan could clear space and keep Zirkzee's value intact, but the decision rests with the player. PSV offers familiarity. Napoli offers a fresh challenge under a tactical genius. Zirkzee's choice will define his career's next chapter: stay on United's bench or seize the spotlight elsewhere. At Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson's exit is gathering pace, with Bayern Munich and Aston Villa locked in a tug-of-war. Christian Falk reports that Bayern have agreed terms with the 24-year-old, who's surplus to requirements at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea's $80 million price tag reflects their desire to fund moves for Xavi Simons and Alejandro Garnacho, but Bayern prefer a loan without an obligation to buy, a deal the Blues are reluctant to accept. Villa, under Unai Emery, have emerged as serious contenders, with Jackson reportedly favoring a move to work with the Spanish tactician. Bayern's Champions League pedigree gives them an edge, but Villa's Europa League campaign and Emery's track record with forwards could sway the striker. Newcastle's interest is fading, leaving this a 2-horse race. Chelsea, ruthless in their squad overhaul, want cash, not promises, and Jackson's departure could bankroll their next big move. As the deadline looms, Bayern's late pivot from denial to pursuit smells of desperation, but Villa's persistence could steal the show. In Manchester City's midfield, a poignant tale of loyalty and obsolescence is unfolding. İlkay Gündoğan, the 34-year-old who captained City to a historic treble, finds himself unwanted under Pep Guardiola. Tuttosport reveals that Gündoğan's agents have contacted Inter and Juventus, with the German willing to spread his salary over 2 years just to secure a move. The arrival of Tijani Reinders has pushed Gündoğan to the bench for City's opening 2 matches, a stark fall for a player once indispensable. Juventus see his experience as a potential fit, but their interest in younger targets raises doubts. Valued at just $5 million on Transfermarkt, Gündoğan's willingness to take a pay cut speaks to his hunger to play. From Barcelona's rejection to City's indifference, his journey is a sobering reminder of football's brutality. Italy could be his lifeline, but at 34, the clock is ticking faster than ever. As the transfer window hurtles toward its climax, the football world is on edge. Fernandes' Saudi temptation could signal the end of an era at United. Guehi's battle between City and Liverpool will shape a title race. Onana's exit, Savinho's standoff, Zirkzee's dilemma, Jackson's tug-of-war, and Gündoğan's Italian plea. Each story is a thread in a tapestry of ambition and uncertainty. The final days will separate the bold from the broken, the visionaries from the vanquished. Who will seize their moment, and who will fade into regret? What's your take on this transfer frenzy? Should United let Bruno Fernandes chase Saudi riches, or is he worth keeping at all costs? Will Liverpool lose Guehi to City's late charge, or can they seal the deal? And where does Gündoğan belong? In Italy's embrace or City's history? Books? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button to keep the transfer talk alive, and subscribe with notifications on to catch every twist before the window slams shut.